All right, so let's do something we don't do here very often, and that's we're gonna have like a little battle because we have two pedals that kind of, in my opinion, those two pedals are gonna shape what's going to happen with a lot of overdrive pedals from this point moving forward. All right, those two pedals. I do not want these seen as enemies. I like both pedals. Okay, that would be the Airis effects Parallel Overdrive version 2, and the Deadweald Audio Duality DX. These are amazing pedals. Is one better than the other? Depends on what kind of player you are and what you want from your pedal. I can explain these to you quite simply. All right. You have this, which is an overdrive pedal. That's a parallel overdrive pedal. It has a couple of the attention getters that you know from Airis effects. All right. So you can pretty much adjust your mids, your gain, your volume, and your blend. Now, the blend knob for me, right dead center when they build these, dead center blend, sometimes a little over, not quite 3/4 of the way, is a sweet spot. When they design them, the design is just so damn good that right in the middle, like really for me, I don't need a blend knob. They could get rid of the blend knob and put the fucking gate up there, would have been nice. The gate, you have to take the back off it and fuck with it. Bad design. That's my only gripe. My one and only gripe with this pedal. You gotta tear it apart to use the gate. Whereas on this pedal, the Deadweald Duality DX, see those two nipples on either side by the moons? Those, let's see if we can get close and if it will zoom in. You have a gate for the blue and you have a gate for the green and red. They share. Because when you're in the green and you engage the red, what it does is it brings the boost and the overdrive together, and it's just chaos. Yeah, chaos. So for me, I like having the gate work when I need it to. I can hand turn it myself. Don't need to mess with it. So this loses a lot of points for having to tear it apart. Now this isn't my pedal. This is my buddy Steve's pedal. So I won't even tear it apart, period. Because, well, it's not mine. It's that simple. And this one is a prototype. It literally says, "Do not open." Yeah, so I don't even know what's going on inside this. Magic, I would assume. So let's hook them up, and we're going to listen to them. So what you're going to find is both of these efficiently give you an insane metal tone with ease. Neither one of these struggle. They're both fantastic. If you're the type, here's the best way to do it, all right? Both of these come with a waiting time. They're that popular, okay? Both have a waiting time. So either one, you're waiting. So worth the wait? Yes. They're both very good pedals. Again, you're waiting because they're built in small batches by very small crews of people. Some of these, it's just one guy. Sometimes two. Sometimes three if they're lucky, if a buddy shows up to steal their beer. But very small crews are building these. The footprint is extremely small. This is not like a Seymour Duncan or a Dunlop. No, these are done in small shops. And you can tell because the quality is just there. These guys are so fussy that if a little bit of paint is fucked up, just where a little bubble broke, even though none of us give a shit, they won't sell it to you. They'll sell it to somebody as like a scratch and dent or a blemish. Seymour ain't gonna do that. They'd be like, it's just a little run. Put it in the box. Because it doesn't matter. Because we just care how it plays, right? But these guys matter, right? They do not ship junk. It's not that it's junk. They just, if something isn't pristine, they don't ship it. So you're getting great stuff. You're getting awesome components. You can tell this by turning the knobs that they're better than the knobs that are on their competitors. It's just a thing. All right? So let's hook these up and we'll mess with them a little bit. Like I said, I've played both of these. I've used them already. There's no way for me to sit here and try to prove that one's better than the other. The only thing that I can really say is I choose this because the gates are right there. This, you have to tear apart to get to the gate. Will both of these take you to the same place? Essentially, yes. But with this one, you lose the ability to play with that gate. Alright? That's really the only difference. They both really take that chain, that sound that you have, and they just make your fucking amp better. Now to really annoy people, because I love to fucking piss people off. For me, that's what I get out of all this. I'm not getting paid by YouTube. I don't get enough views. So what do? I get on here and I just fucking irritate people. I'm gonna use a boss katana. That's right. So fuck everybody. Ha ha! Fuck you all! Right in that shit hut. That's right, I said shit hut. That's where your poop comes from. Some people call it an asshole, but, you know, no one wants to hear they're going to get fucked in the butt, so I use different words. That, and I just think that shit hut sounds funnier. And I'm from Maine, and we like to say stupid shit that we think is fucking funny. It's just the way it is, folks. Don't like it? Well, tough titty. Take the sand out of your vag. Everything's going to be alright. Let's get a guitar. Yeah, this is a pretty loud bitch, isn't it? Gotta love having a pink guitar. Pink guitar. Let's. Whoa. Almost. Whoa. Fucking shit. Yeah, let's knock things over. We're organized here at the Truck Driver Sean YouTube channel. Yeah. Faux show. Alright, let's see what we got. This right here. The sound of the katana. It's okay, but oh, it can get better. Let's engage the Duality. That's the blue channel. So you can tell, needs a little more gate. Because I have the ability to go over here, turn the gate up a little bit. That's the blue channel. We'll call that stage 1. Now I'm going to go to the Airis effects. I'm going to hit their stage 1. Tell, I'd like to put a little more gate on that. Just a little bit. You hear that? Now it's gone. But I took the fucking back off it to change the fucking gate. Now, the last guitar I used on it, it was fine. This guitar, it's not fine. Flaw? Alright. But again, the katana by itself. Deadweald on the first option. The boss katana again. Airis effects on the first option. The katana. Deadweald audio. Airis effects. Alright, so now we've heard stage 1. Alright, so here we go with alright, just making sure it wasn't cheating and having it go on. So here's the katana. That's the katana. Deadweald. Again, the katana. Deadweald. The katana. The Airis effects. Again. Like to enjoy set noise gate. That's where we're done with the parallel overdrive. She's done. But with the Deadweald audio. Just wait. There's more. You can adjust the Deadweald audio by hitting both the on and off button. And you can boost the overdrive. That means you can combine the blue with the green. It gives you red, right? So here we go with the boss katana. Deadweald audio, red channel. That, my friends, is a whole lot to deal with for a 6-string. But we're going to get the 7-string out, and you can see where that red channel really comes to life and really shines. But you're going to get something out of the Airis effects that you're not going to really expect. So, don't worry. I'm not here to shit on the Airis effects. I know it's going to seem like the Deadweald is my favorite, because it is. For obvious reasons. For how I play as a player. And the reason why I'm showing all these different applications, you're not going to be the type of player that I am. Or if you are, you'll see why I chose. But you also get to see this other amazing piece of gear that I still like. Trust me. If the guy that makes the Airis effects stuff would make my fat ass a special one, where I could adjust that gate without having to open the back of that bitch, I'd buy one today. There's a challenge for Mr. Airis Effects. Alright? Make it so I can adjust that gate without having to open up the back. I'll buy one. Promise. I will buy one. It's on my Christmas list. I really hope nobody bought it. Because not having access to that gate really does drive me fucking bananas. Alright. So, let's... Ah, you bitch. Ah. There we go. Alright. Everything back to normal, so we can get the 7-string out. And, we're going to play in drop G, which y'all know stands for goddamn low. Why? Because I have really piss poor guitar playing skills, and the lower you tune, the better your flub sounds. Alright. So here we are again with the katana tone. Deadweald on the Blue Channel. Obviously, huge improvement, right? So again, the katana. Airis Effects on their first mode. Alright. Again with the katana. Green channel on the Deadweald audio. Sounds awesome. Sorry. Just love it. Again with the katana. The second option on the Airis Effects. Can we just take a second to appreciate that? Okay? This is that little secret I was telling you about. This is where the 7-string behaves differently than the 6-string. That just sounds fucking phenomenal. little toggles go over to the Airis. It's a little tighter. Y'all want to see that red channel, don't you? Red channel. So here's a little chimey. Gate. Adjusted it because it's at the fucking top. So y'all get the idea. You got the okay, that's the katana. Deadweald audio. The katana. Socks. The Airis effects. Back to the Deadweald. closing statements. Again, for me, the Deadweald audio just, it has that thing that I like. And I'm probably getting to it easier because of the red channel and the gate that I can operate on the fly. So, the Airis effects, the Deadweald audio. As you can tell from this video, both of these are amazing. Neither one is technically better. Now, if you have, like I said before, if you have one or two guitars, kind of have the same pickups, you can get away with this right here and not have to worry about the noise gate. You can set it and forget it. This one here, use whatever the hell you want. You can adjust it on the fly. Trail on the top. Having the red channel is nice because it stacks what this does individually. But by moving that little toggle over here to the Airis, there's some magic in that. I don't know what they did differently, but as you can tell, everything's in the middle. I didn't mess with nothing. I do that in the review. You can go see the review of this and see what all this stuff does if you turn and crank it. But really, I left everything standard. Didn't touch a damn thing, except for the gates on this, just to show that you can, on the fly, change the gate. They both take you to the same place. This, with everything just left up the middle, yeah, it sounds a little bit better. But honestly, if I take and turn the gain down just a little bit and the mids up a little bit with this, it will get you almost in the same area as where this was. Alright, so like I said, neither one of these is technically better. They're both amazing pedals. They're kind of kissing cousins in a way. Both by amazing companies. Airis Effects makes amazing stuff. Deadweald Audio makes amazing stuff. Okay? They're both good. So people are like, put them against one another. So I did. And myself, because I really don't like putting these against one another, I was super happy that neither one of them was a clear, like, definitely buy this one because it's better than this one, or buy this one because it's definitely better than this one. I'm glad it wasn't that easy. I'm glad that that is not the way it went down. Why? Because this gives people options. Okay? Options are good, and options breeds better gear for everybody. These two right here, the platform they're working on, having overdrives, that you have more than one stage to the overdrive, and you have gates built into them, are blazing a trail that I don't think, other than people playing old blues shit, like the ongoing evolution of the metal player, this is the ground floor on what's going to become normal on like really good overdrives. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You've probably been saying it for the last 20 minutes. What about the precision drive? If anybody thinks that that fucking gate is worth a goddamn that's on that, you're mistaken. These right here, when I showed you how quiet this thing was, there's no gate hooked up to that amp. The only gate being used is a gate built into these pedals. Whisper quiet. This could be more quiet if I go inside and adjust it. But again, I have to tear the back off it to do that. And I'm shooting a video here, not a how-to clinic. So, I'm not taking it apart. That, it doesn't belong to me. But really, this right here, the only thing it's missing for me to buy one today, and I would buy it in a minute, is having access to that gate outside of the casing. I don't design pedals. There's probably a damn good reason why he didn't do that. I just don't know that reason. If anybody who is in contact with that guy sees this video and is like, that's a good question, ask him that question. And or sometimes he's like a creeper. He'll get around and watch stuff when someone's reviewing his shit. And if you're watching this, dude, and there's a reason why, please share with us. Because I'm not shitting on the pedal because it's not there. I'm just saying that this wins by default for me. Because on the fly, because I have like a shit ton of guitars. And pickups are different in guitars. Each guitar resonates differently, so the gate has to be adjusted. Now the guy that has one or two guitars definitely can get away with this. Okay? Like I said, Neither one of these is a bad option. And if I could get to that gate, I would own this. Well, not this particular one, because I got to send this back to Steve. But I'd order one today. If that gate wasn't like 4 screws away every time I want to change guitars. That's just obnoxious. So, for me, it's the Deadweald DX, Duality DX. Just is. They're both roughly the same exact price. I think it might be a $5 difference. Both the only downside I can say about cost, it's a $5 difference, but it's $5 cheaper to get this one, I think, and it's probably going to be a little bit longer wait because being shipped overseas is a pain in the ass. And just for the guys who are developing pedals overseas, always feel free to send a huge box of your pedals that need to be shipped out to people here in the States. Just get an account with like FedEx or something, where we can just call up and just have a label slapped on it and they just pick it up at the house. Save you the hassle. I don't mind doing that. I'd rather see good pedals like the Deadweald Audio getting out to people's hands than this whole stupid shipping wars thing going on. I don't even need anything for it. Just like to help. Doesn't mean send 1,000 fucking pedals either, you know what I'm saying? That's work. Yeah. But anyhow, again, there you go. That's 2 pedals. Kind of do the same thing. They're both amazing. If you're looking at definitely getting into the, as far as I'm concerned, I have a lot of Overdrive pedals. This I don't own, but I don't own this one either, but I'm really not giving it up. I'm kind of holding it hostage. I do have one on the way, though. This right here, I could get rid of most of those. I mean, I like having them, pulling them out with different flavors, but really, this is great. And if this had one on the outside, it'd be the same thing. These are now leaders of the pack. You know, the evolution is happening. And these two are at the forefront of where I think Overdrive pedals are going in the future. They're both on the same path. Is either one better? Well, if this had the noise gate on the outside, it'd be a tie. It'd be a right down the middle tie for me. But having the gates accessible and having each individual one for what mode you're using, I'm sorry, that's just, well, that's genius. This needs to have that gate on the outside. Please? Seriously, if you make one with a gate on the outside, I'll buy one. Because it's a great pedal. And, you know, this is something about the way Airis Effects does this stuff that obviously when I put that 7-string in, it ripped and teared. It was much more pleasant than with the 6-string. But anyway, at 35 minutes, we're getting into territory where I'm just rambling like an asshole to tell you that both of these pedals are fucking awesome. Check them out yourself. Alright? Either way, doesn't matter which one you get, you're not going to really go wrong. But I will say, a lot of guitars, go with this because you can adjust your shit on the outside. 1 or 2 guitars, go with this. You'll get to the same place. Alright? Very cool. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for more ignorance and fuckery and, you know, shinfo. Lots of guitar shinfo. That's right. Shinfo. That stands for shitty information. Alright. Later, man. Be good to one another. Keep music evil and bring metal to the children. I'm out. Ciao.